morning, people. What a day. I have a massive headache, so I'm not going to be on too long, but I love coming on for our chats. And today I really wanted to chit chat and answer questions around alchemizing blocks into something that's gold and magnetic and beautiful for you. Hello, Shay. How's it going? How are you? Um, because we are still in this season before November hits of restoration of long time no here. You don't have sound? No here or no see or no. Just I'm like, wait, I have sound. I'm really great. Yeah, I just have a little bit of like a headache today. I think I haven't had enough water because I've been running around all day since I woke up at like 5 in the morning. But I'm fabulous. Thank you so much for asking. Just having seen you in a long time. Yeah, how have you been? What have you been up to? Hope you've been doing fun things. And feel free to drop any questions that you want because we're talking about turning blocks into something really beautiful in your life, whether you're experiencing a heartbreak or you're trying to get to the gym or you want to start a business or you really want to put yourself out there in a completely different way. We're going to take those blocks and turn them into something really beautiful in your life. Oh, you meant to say C. Okay. I get what you're saying. And it's perfectly on theme with my latest song that I am dropping on 11/11. I'll put the link in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the chat. It's called The Stars in Me, and I'm going to use that as an example because the song is about coming to that place in your life where you realize that you are your best friend, you are your best ally, and that it's okay to not know all of the answers and it's okay to not fully trust your path or like I don't even have the words for it, but it's almost like you get to a stage in your life when you have that hindsight moment of, oh yeah, like how was I even supposed to know that? But it doesn't matter. I'm still this like bright, like star in this universe in my own life, and I can still do anything that I want to do. And so it's a nod to that. Hi, King Grizzly. How are you? Have you pre-saved my song? How are you? It's a nod to that, but I feel like it's very applicable to many different stages of people's lives. Like I feel like it's so easy to be navigating on your journey and be hard on yourself for making past decisions. But really, everybody should be giving themselves some grace and just loving yourself every single step of the way because you are using the tools that you have, the capacity that you have in that moment. And so the best thing you can do for yourself is to accept the situation and who you are in that moment to be able to alchemize any sort of emotions or mindsets into something that's going to catapult you forward, right? And you all know I love talking about love because love is just the highest frequency in the entire universe. And it's easy to go through relationships or dynamics with family members and experience a loss of love and not realize when you gain love, like when you gain self-love and self-reflection and your connection to spirit and your ancestors and the universe, that's also you gaining love. And love is one of the best tools to turn something into gold. It makes it a lot easier for you to transmute any frustration or pain or sadness or confusion into something really beautiful, because no matter what, you can anchor into that feeling and allow it to proliferate in your life and everything that you do. how you rise every single day, or how you admire the sun, how you take the time to journal, tend to your ancestors, tend to your hair, tend to your food, light your candles. Everything becomes a self-love ritual that makes just your rising just amazing. And then you take that light and you transmute it into something else. Like if you're going to head into work, that frequency then pours into what you create, even for your artwork or your speaking, or being a content creator, right? If you're working towards a project, it always starts with you. Yes, I'm having a hard time getting myself to the gym and getting motivated. I've been feeling exhausted and extremely tired lately, even when I go for a spiritual bath or having cold showers. There's some dense energy right now. So definitely pour into yourself. And I feel like for the frequency that's like on the earth right now, make sure you're tending to what you are eating a lot. Even if you want to get to the gym, and you're not getting there, at least make sure that you're staying super hydrated at home. You're eating really fresh produce if you have access to it, and you're getting lots of rest so that you can get the momentum to get to the gym. And if you are having trouble like moving your body, maybe if you have the ability to be mobile, doing some yoga at home, or even doing some stretching after your meals, walking around your space so you can still digest, and then getting that momentum to go to the gym. But there's a lot of energy right now. A lot of folks are releasing things, and I actually had someone today shift their calendar because they felt quite tired as well. So make sure you're nurturing yourself like pretty deeply right now. Nothing works for me. Nothing works for you yet. I wouldn't say nothing works for me. Something usually works for people. It's just a matter of uncovering what it is about you that has the block. I believe it's another awakening for me, but I don't know. Yeah, it's completely possible. But I would be mindful what you speak over yourself. And again, like sometimes it's just the journey to self and taking a deeper sense of understanding of how you show up, how you make decisions, how your brain works, what's going on physically in your body that is maybe throwing off you chemically, all sorts of things. The things you've tried maybe have not worked, but that's when you have to start changing the internal quite a bit, and then trying things again, because most folks haven't really seen their body or their mind, especially on a spiritual journey, function very, very high, while also receiving downloads. And so you kind of have to create a really safe space for your body to exist in, so that you can receive the information and release at the same time, and create new habits for yourself. Love conquers all. Absolutely. I woke up feeling great. Definitely trusting the path, shredding paper. Yay. And yes, I believe I did, but I can check again. Woohoo! Thanks. Um, I've been taking the time today to pour into myself. Beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely like, I highly recommend everybody do it right now, especially if you have dreams that you're wanting to come to fruition in November, or if you're wanting to manifest a move or a partner, like that sort of stuff. You have to gather your energy, because October is restoration. It doesn't mean October is like you sit still, not by any means, right? And it's also going to depend on the person. You can still be planting seeds and moving forward. October, if you're paying close attention right now, and if you've set yourself up to make the rest of the quantum leaps earlier this year, you should be getting quite heavily tested right now before your manifestations begin to come in, before spirit asks you to take that leap of faith, and things start like really pouring into your life, or your finances change, or you have that tower moment, like like all sorts of stuff, things that are going to be sudden. So pay attention even to the way people are speaking to you, to where you are being led, to opportunities, because all that glitters isn't gold, but also you want to be taking action and showing the universe that you've learned your lessons in order to create the massive gold golden era life that many of you are wanting to bring into fruition. My energy is powerful. My voice is anointed. Beautiful. My family and myself are going through a lot of attacks, spiritual attacks and such. Yeah. How are you protecting yourself? I had a dream of something trying to attack me, and I can feel the energy from it, and I knew it was bad. I had to start praying for it to stop. Good. Yeah, pray your psalms. Also, do you pray Archangel Michael's prayer? Pray it daily. If it still continues, pray the rosary. I don't know if you pray the rosary, but praying the rosary will help a lot. I'm healing while moving. Absolutely. We're getting tested for sure, completely, and it's going to be on a very deep level, and everybody is going to be tested in a different way, right? Because if you're someone who has, like, in the past, a tendency to not take action, the universe is going to be baiting you with things, right? Are you going to take action? Are you going to take action? Are you going to do nothing? Are you going to, to see if you're going to move? Or if you're someone who overworks or like takes a lot of action and you need to learn how to rest, then the universe is going to like dump a bunch of things onto you and then see what you're going to choose. Like, are you going to choose yourself, or are you going to choose a situation that may not look the best for you and just trust that, it's going to work out? Or are you literally just going to be like, no, right? All that glitters isn't gold. So there's going to be lots of tests going on right now, including in the spiritual space. Like, what have you learned? How are you protecting yourself? Are you doing your spiritual rituals in a way that you should be doing them, or in the capacity, right? Like, what have you learned? That happens quite a bit for many spiritual healers and light workers, right? I just started to like, eventually you don't even worry about the spiritual attacks. Not that like, that doesn't mean you ignore them. It just means that it is what it is. It is what it is. And notice how you're responding to them. Like, and this is for anybody, when you get that energy that's coming towards you before you're about to manifest something or bring in your golden era kind of living, how are you going to respond during your spiritual attacks? Because it's going to happen. It's like, everybody talked about it like, no, how are you responding to it? Are you grounding yourself? Are you realizing that it is what it is and you give it to God, or you give it to your ancestors and you light your candles and you clean your room? Someone in Z School for the Gifted was scrubbing the floor on their hands and knees because that was something they were being asked to do. Like, how are you going to handle the spiritual realm and navigate out of it? Because you have to be able to see your way through in order to bring your manifestations, because there's like a huge part of spirituality that is very commercialized. That's just manifestation. And then there's the people who can heavily shift into the shadow realm, like myself and many of you. And so because of our ancestors and because of who we are extremely spiritually gifted. And so we have to learn how to be in our frequency within the shadow and within the light and within the earth and within the cosmos. Like all these things we have to learn. It's like a training ground, basically. And the more your energy is vulnerable, this is also something to take into account. The more your energy is vulnerable, the more it should tell you where your mentality is at, because you will get spiritual attacks, but the severity happens when you have too many open things in your energy, and open things in your mentality as well, right? Because the reinforcements also come from your own frequency and your ability to stay energetically safe, your ability to like magnify your aura, and ascend beyond that frequency, right? You have to ascend out of it in order to be fully out of it and make decisions that will also navigate you out of it. But that is also something to pay attention to, because um like like our energy is so heavily dependent on spiritual attacks, and the more vulnerable you put yourself into with your mindset and things like that, the easier it is to receive them. Yes, the tests are 100%. A lot of prayers. Tests are real. Yes, I do. Okay, good. Hi, Mia. How are you? I know it's all growth. I'm trusting in what flows. Absolutely. Keep trusting and keep paying attention to your tests. And let go of the past. Even notice what you were saying. How often are you talking about the past? How often are you complaining? How often? You know, some people don't even realize it. It's very subtle. They think that they're having conversations, but they're not. They're not really engaging. Um, so pay attention to your present moment and pay attention to where you are headed, because November is going to be a very wild month. Uh, and I've been pulling a lot of tower cards for the collective. So if you are not actively doing the work right now, or paying attention, or speaking with the universe and your ancestors and doing your altar work, making decisions, investing, like if you have the funds, investing in yourself, investing in your future, it's going to be very difficult when you get to November, because it's going to like make larger is what I mean. um I hear it in a different language in my head. uh I'm hearing Italian. um, it's going to make it a lot larger than you would want it to be. And so we want the energy to fastly like manifest what you are wanting, not the frequency that you are trying to let go of. I'm at the point in my life where I feel that I can't be around a lot of people because of everything that I feel. I feel that too. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, sometimes you have to go on your hermit journey, and also, you know, you have to learn how to um exist around people depending on your path, right? Because there's going to be phases where like you're in hermit mode for a very long time and you still kind of go out, but you don't fully engage with people. And then there's going to be times where you're just full hermit, you know, and maybe you do things on social media. And then there's going to be times where you've like mastered your energy in that phase, right? And then you have to go engage depending on what your path is. If your path is to be outside, then you have to go outside. But you will be put through all these situations to be able to learn where your energy is at, and how to shield it. But I completely get that. It's quite a lot. And you know, I mean, even on my path, I'm always reminded quite frequently of like um my friendships are like, I love my friendships, but they're like, they're not a priority by any means. And so many of them are also on their missions. Um, and we cheer each other on from a distance, and then we just keep going, and we say, like, we know, because you come across each other's paths, and we just, there's an understanding of like, you know, I can't wait to see you when you get to the top, or like, good luck on your journey. But you know, many times you don't really need to be around a lot of people depending on what path you're on. If God is like placing you on a path where you need to be building right now, then you need to be on your building path. Not everybody can come with you. I feel more safe with protecting myself since going to your school. Yay! I'm so happy. Yeah, who's coming to Z School for the Gifted? I highly recommend you all come tomorrow. We're doing more candle magic and like spell writing with petition papers. I'm going to show you how to do that, so everybody does it safely, especially with Dia de los Muertos coming, and the spiritual realm being so thin right now. I highly recommend you be there. Hi, Jenny. Jenny Lewis. What's up? Oops, I feel everyone's energy, and I feel their hate towards me. Yeah, it's, you will feel things until you learn to shield better. That's like the only thing. And sometimes you will subconsciously focus on the things that you want to focus on. Um, and until your energy can fully sit within your container of gratitude, you will no longer feel that. Even if they are projecting it, you may not, like, you're not going to pick up on it as much. Um, and every once in a while, maybe you will if you're in like close proximity, but your shielding is going to be, your shielding and your healing are what's going to stop that. Hi, Peter. How goes it? How was your evening? I see how people are getting hit with these towers already. Yeah, towers is just change. It's not anything bad, you know? it's just quick change. Like spirit will just come in and do what spirit needs to do, because that's what the energy is for. I have the gift of discernment. I am awake and see absolutely everything. Beautiful. I see the beauty in everything. Good. I'm glad. Yes, that's me, but I sing all over the city for my healing and to awaken everyone. That's sweet of you, Shay. I'm really good today. I started my homework. Good. And I'm opening my mind. I do need to eat though. About to do that. Good. I was just talking about food. Food is very important. I was also hearing a lot of information about food, like coming in through my third eye, really strong. And I've had people just randomly asking me about food. So I think maybe I'll do like maybe a food series or something like that to kind of help everybody. But just be prepared. I don't always do it in like a open setting like this, because people are very sensitive about food. Very sensitive. And I saw it in someone recently, who wanted to receive the healing, but they're very sensitive, and people resist so strong if you try and help them. And it's like, if you're ready to receive the medicine, you can change your body, you can change your life, you can change your manifestations, you can change your frequency. But people are so food sensitive. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. The culture, and they're like, well, and I'm like, what did you ask me for? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? So I might be doing it, but I'm going to contemplate on the setting. I might actually, Z School for the Gifted, you can all kind of let me know. Or you can let me know in the chat here too, for anybody. I might teach it in Z School for the Gifted, so I can go a little bit deeper, maybe do a whole series, because you're going to need it as we go into November and the winter months. People always start eating ridiculous around this time, and then they set these goals for the new year of, yeah, I'm really going to restart, I'm really going to do all those things. And I'm like, bruh, you wouldn't have to do that if you started already. You know what I mean? I ignore it and just do me. Good. I'm glad, because there's no other way. There is other way. You're very certain about what you say, but there are other ways. There are other ways. Where there's a will, there is a way. Yes, it's all. Please say a prayer for myself, my children, and grandchildren. Sending you blessings. Beautiful. So yeah, folks who are on the call, and especially those in Z School for the Gifted, if you're wanting to know more about food and things like that, because I have found time and time again that when it comes to transmuting energy and manifesting, your food is a huge tool. And that's why in More Than Worthy, for anybody who's interested, Tier 3 ends on November 22nd. So I highly recommend you join now. It's why I spend 6 months teaching people about food, because unlearning what you have been conditioned to believe about food your entire life, and how your body processes food, and how you energetically attach to food or can receive energy from the earth, right? Because I have to help you decondition and then adjust your energy so you can hear the messages from plants and all the things that are trying to help you. And then you're able to manifest a lot easier and heal your body just from using your spiritual gifts. Like, it's so much more than just channeling, oh, I need this plant today. Like, it's so much more than that. It's your body becomes literally a channel of the divine, but in a completely different way with food. And it's such a strong tool when it comes to stepping into that golden era, because when you align your frequency of how you are sleeping, how you are eating, how you are showing up, how you are feeling emotionally, physically, right? All these things, you literally become this like steel rod of blessings that it just like you attract opportunities so easily. And without fail, there's a moment within More Than Worthy. Every client goes through it because they hit resistance with food. Everybody does. They hit resistance, and then you see it. And I, like, as a coach, there's certain times where you have to guide people back to their truth, which is most of the time, every day. um but you will see their manifestations just like fall apart. You will see their mood fall apart. You will see their inconsistency just pop back. Like, it's like immediate. It's so fast. And then, we start unpacking, and there's all these things that happened, and they were all focused around a change of food, a resistance to change, like a slip into their past. And it doesn't mean that you can't eat certain things. Like, in More Than Worthy, it's about, are you willing to give yourself 6 months to decondition your body and then recondition it into a divine vessel for yourself, so that you can see what your physical body can do, right? That's how I am always able to transform my body in short amounts of time. And this is like the most fit I've ever been in a very long time. And I don't work out that much at all, actually, anymore. But because of my energy work and how I eat and my connection to everything, I can manifest this through my body. And how you are on your outside will show, or how you are on your inside will physically show on your outside. Being able to transmute a lot of that pain, and deconditioning all those negative thinking, and how I felt about my body also, because I have experienced a lot of trauma around food and eating disorders, and just physical abuse. So that energy was in me. And so I learned to transmute it fast. Like, I transmute very quickly. And I know when my body gets stuck, or if I need to push a little bit harder in different ways, or if I need to eat certain foods, I let the foods magnetize themselves to me. And I know what also works Ayurvedically for me, right? Because Ayurveda is the sister science to yoga. So when you practice them in tandem, you are in perfect union, right? You are in perfect union. That's why I teach both to my clients as well, because it's a very old medicine, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Um, and it's very energetic, which we are energetic. And so you have to start seeing your food and how you transmute energy in that way, because it's so important. It's so important. um and so, because of that relationship, and being able to transmute past pain so quickly through meditation, like a lot of the things I do, meditation, body movement, um mindset is the biggest thing, because when you can lower your cortisol levels, your whole body shifts. And also, better quality food, and being able to manifest that into my life. And even when there were times when I didn't have really great access to food, because houselessness and just the price of healthy food, I would find a way to manifest things into my life, like pulling people in who could help me get access to better food. And then eventually my body changed, and then I was able to manifest more income, and then I was able to get better groceries, and stuff like that. Just like I manifested myself into this place, right? I was in a different place, and then I was like, I need something better. Spirit moved me. Um, and I eat very well. So it's just, there's many ways that you can transmute. So I'd love for you all to write in the chat, like, what is your favorite way to transmute energy at the moment into something very beautiful for yourself? Like, if you're looking at your manifestations and you're like, wow, I manifested that, or I'm really proud of where I'm at. What was your favorite tool that you've used so far? Thanks, Kev. I feel great. I feel happy. I meditate and it literally puts me to sleep. I love that. I'm having a hard time opening my third eye. Yeah, sometimes that can happen. Especially if you're falling asleep during meditation. Your body's just physically tired, so maybe catch up on some sleep before you try meditating. Because that's what your body's trying to do. Your third eye is not going to open unless you're clear minded, and when you're exhausted, you're not clear minded, and it could also be things that you are eating, or all sorts of stuff. Um, but yeah, get some rest. It sounds like you need some rest. But for all of you, what is your favorite tool for alchemizing? For me, I take cold showers. I love cold showers. Cold showers are amazing. Amazing, amazing. Water is so powerful and healing. A friend of mine actually was like reflecting on this recently because we went to the art store and she wanted to get this like face painted and all these things. We were talking about my ori, and I told her of a brand that she should try, but they didn't have it here, and I was like, you might have to order it. And so we went to the art store, and like we live in Mexico, so if you never lived here, it's very like I love it here. It's very chill, very like sure, and there's many things that you're not going to understand what's in that bottle, right? And so she bought this bottle that didn't have any labels on it, and she was asking in Spanish, like, "Is this okay for the skin?" And they were like, "Sure," And I was like, "I don't know if you should trust that." Um, and then we get home and we're all doing our art and like she cut the tip off and went to squeeze it out and it exploded like into her eyes all over her face, and then she like gets up and I grab like this thing of water, right, to get it out of her eyes and kind of get it off her mouth and stuff like that. And it turned out it was glue. It was fucking glue. It was glue she had sprayed all over. um I just lost the point of my story. Oh, water. So then, we were washing her and getting all this stuff off, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a chemical peel. And like doing all these things. By the end of it, she was laughing, but in it, she was not laughing. I was like, covering my mouth because I was like, you're so sticky and hot pink. And so she gets into the shower, and I kept saying, like, I worked in manufacturing. You need to put something that has alcohol in it so that it can dissolve the glue. We would have to do that all the time with cement, um, and she just came out and she was like, I had the best download about how precious water is. Like I wouldn't have been able to cleanse myself and feel safe and do all these things if I didn't have access to water. And it was like such a moment for her. And I was like, I'm glad that you have found a deeper appreciation for water, because water is beautiful. Water gives life, just like the sun. Many things would not exist without water. We are mostly made of water. um, and there's a lot of alignment that happens, when you use cold water. What about the rest of you? You haven't said much. What are your meditation tools, or what are your alchemizing tools to help you transmute? What are your go-tos? I love all sorts of tools. And obviously it will depend on what you are doing in your life, right? And the situation. But usually if you can stack your tools, you're gonna manifest quite easily. I like drawing. Oh, Kevin, you said something. I like drawing and writing. Showering definitely is great. Drawing and writing is so fun. You can I Writing is such a gift. That's why in Hoodoo we're always writing and doing stuff, right? Like I mentioned before in one of the calls on Z School for the Gifted, like sure you could type it with certain spells and things like that, but it's not going to have the same energy as like physically writing something. Even with your mind, the muscle memory is different. Um, and it's easier to let go as well, or mark it with other energy. Writing is very powerful. Every time I write something on Substack, some shit happens the next day. I'm like, I'm gonna take a break. But I totally get it. And drawing, I love drawing too. I totally get that for you. You're such a creative, just like I am with painting. Um, Better quality food feels different. My Claire's amplified without a doubt. Yay! Yeah, what have you been eating lately that you've been enjoying? Sage, peppermint, yum, and honey, soft music, and showers. Peter, that sounds like a party I want to be at. Oh my gosh, sage, peppermint, and honey, yum. Soft music. Ooh, what kind of soft music? Is this a music day? What kind of soft music? Everybody loves showers. I love showers. I love water. I love just like the feeling of water on my skin. And going to the ocean, I will literally just I will just sit there, like up to here. It's nice because, it's a ocean city, and so everybody loves, for the most part, they love the ocean. Everybody just sits out there because the water is so beautiful no matter what time of day you go. Um, and it's not super deep, so you can just like bam, 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 hang out there, talk to the fish. Singing Christian music helps me a lot. Ah, what's your favorite, Shay? What's your favorite? Christian music does help a lot. One of my old pastors was talking about that. And I do find myself that if I feel like my energy becomes like too chaotic for like a day, or if I wake up, I will literally also put on my favorite like Christian music or things that I've heard before, because I can't help but sing along to it, and it makes me feel so good. Like it just makes me feel, because it reminds me of, being in ethical great um churches where everybody's like singing and dancing and just like vibing and having fun and just like worshiping, but from the place of like gratitude. Like it just makes you feel so grateful, and it becomes your reality of this like life of blessings, and when it's amplified in that way in a space or with music, it's so much fun. I was listening earlier to a song and just like yell. I'm pretty sure the person below me was sitting, but I was like, I don't care. Um, I was yelling about like I'm getting ready, like all these things. It's just like you can't help it. You just can't help but feel great, or just any song depends on how I feel. Goodness of God by CC. I haven't heard that. Let me write it down. Let me write it down. I'm gonna turn my phone on do not disturb because office hours are closed. Um, write this down. Why is that making so much noise in my head? I'll write all these down. I will check them out. What other songs inspire you? Inspire you all? I'll put this one too. Probably because I'm running a bath. I love that. Oh, the sun's setting. I need to bring in my painting. It's been quite quite the day. I'm really proud of y'all. I'm so excited for your journey ahead, and I can't wait for all of your manifestations to just come to fruition. And um again, don't forget to join Z School for the Gifted tomorrow. And also on Friday for the Art of Love and Magnetism, we're going over pleasure as power. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. The Women Warrior song by Martina Pierre. Let me write this down. I'm writing it. Honey kombucha. Yum. I love kombucha. I made some pickled blueberries, delicious, and cucumbers. Yes, prayer, most definitely. Yum. I love kombucha. I haven't had it in a while. Same with honey, but I love honey. I haven't had blueberries in a while either, or cucumbers. But I do love all of those. Sea of Victory Elevation Worship. Is that the name of a song? Showering and music for me too. Ah, sometimes dance and sometimes exercise. Do you have a favorite, Nia? What's your favorite? I want to know your favorite. This is one of the songs that I sing all over the city. I'm actually Facebook famous when I enter the International Elders Gathering in Edmonton at the beginning of the month. Congratulations, Shay. That's amazing. That's so fun. Ah, okay, it is a song. That's good to know. That's good to know. What are you all focusing on alchemizing until October ends? What is your goal? What are you alchemizing? What are you transmuting right now? What do you no longer want to hold on to? You can say that too. What I'm no longer holding on to. Blah, blah, blah. I love dancing to Nia. MIA? Or like, hi, Zawadi. My favorite way to alchemize, showering for sure. Everybody loves showers. It's Carrie Lee. I'm just using my daughter's YouTube. Oh, okay. That's good to know. We went this whole time. Zawadi, you're welcome to share with the group what it is you're no longer holding on to. What are you no longer holding on to? You're no longer holding on to Nia? What's happening with you two? What are you no longer holding on to that you're going to be transmuting and letting go at the end of October? No more. Finito. It's done. C'est fini. The end. What's no longer going to occur in your life? I'm no longer holding on to my past trauma. Can you be more specific? Remember manifestations. Be specific. I'm going to hold you to it. Be specific. I want to know. Well, I want you all to write it in the chat. I am no longer holding on to Kevin, this household's drama. I love it. Can you feel me clapping, Kevin? Clap with me. I hope you're clapping for yourself. When you choose freedom, it's so fun. It's so fun. I remember that moment when I was like, nah, I'm not holding nothing from you guys anymore. I'm just going to look at you and smile. That's nice. I lost myself. I lost my home. I lost my kids. I lost our belongings. I lost our vehicle. So you're letting go of making certain decisions. So it sounds like you're letting go of making certain decisions from a traumatized place. Specific as in what you're not holding on to. If there was something you may have done or that led to that, that would be the thing that you would want to let go of. I'm no longer holding on to self-defeat. Beautiful. Time to let go of the resentment of how things have gone and let things unfold. Nia, so happy for you. You popped up on my YouTube again today. Like, Nia's energy is getting it. Getting it. Okay, I hope you're clapping too. That's beautiful. When you can let go of resentment, it's such a relief. And what's interesting, I feel like maybe this is for I saw this pop up on my phone. I think that's why I picked it up. Maybe this is for you, Carrie Lee. It says, I am human. I am allowed to make mistakes. My affirmations always change with little messages for people. I am human. I am allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to make mistakes and you are allowed to make new ones going forward. Better choices, or you can make decisions in the best way. You know how, and maybe down the road there will be mistakes, maybe they won't be. But you are allowed to live and let go. Found myself when I was homeless and musing. Yeah. I'm not holding on to people who walked away from me and my family. I don't blame you. I let go of every single person that wasn't there for me when I was houseless. People I turned to, people who tried to force me into horrible situations because they knew that I needed the money. I let go of every single one of them, family and friends. I'm glad you are doing the same. It's the best decision you will ever make. A lot of people don't understand that unless you've been on that path before. But when you make it out of it, you start to have this appreciation. I was so also appreciative that I got to see their truth. I got to see them because a lot of them, it was things that I had already suspected, but I wasn't fully committing to it. Like I wasn't fully committing to trusting my intuition and believing what I was seeing from them. And then when I hit that rock bottom and I saw their lack of presence, their lack of being there, I knew, and I let them go. I let them go, friends and family, every single one of them. I didn't care anymore. Like after a while, you stop caring because it was like, I had nothing and you did nothing. I came to you and you made it worse. It's like, what was I thinking? I did what I could. And it was okay to let that go. Aw, hearts. Absolutely. I really did clap and you nailed the feeling. I felt like it the smiles and everything. Yay! You could sit in under your bed and just be like, sometimes I would be so excited when I was around other people's drama, and when I let it go, I would wake up and be like, nobody cares. I don't care. I'm gonna be happy. I'm having a hard time forgiving those who did me wrong and who weren't there for myself and my family. Sometimes the forgiveness can be challenging, but it will come with time. They're just people. When you learn to forgive yourself, you will be able to forgive them. If you can't forgive yourself, you will never be able to forgive. I like that I'm human and I'm allowed to make mistakes. Absolutely. I make mistakes all the time. Like I was thinking about this and I was like, I'm so glad that spirit has designed it so I'm still allowed to be human. I'm still allowed to make mistakes. And I love that when I do, I can hear my ancestors just tear me apart in the funniest way. They're like, yeah, you thought that was a good idea. And I'm like, come on, don't just leave me out here with my butt cheeks up. But it's that's the beauty of life. It's like that's our journey. And like we make decisions. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're really fucking bad. Sometimes they're really bad. And there's been moments in my life where I'm like, awful decision. Like, what was I thinking? I'm like, okay, I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. I gotta get out of it. I gotta get out of it. Like, it's too late now. I already did it. Oh well. You know what I mean? Ideals from authorities. I love it. I was told that they weren't there for me, my children and grandchildren, because I was the one that walked away. People will do what they think is best. Sometimes that happens. I'm sorry I missed your wave. No one was there for us when my daughter jumped in front of that sky train. Everyone denied me and my family. I'm sorry, Carrie. See, I had to done the same thing in 2016. The blinders definitely go off. Good. I'm letting go of holding back myself from expressing my truth, living my truth, being my truth. Preach, Idiala. I hope you're doing this right now. Mm, 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 mm. I hope this is what you're doing. Uh, 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 Share that on YouTube. I understand it was all to strengthen and mold me into the person I need to be so I can walk into my purpose. God got rid of these people for a reason. Yeah. I am human. I am allowed to make mistakes. Absolutely. Remember that. You know, we can let it go. Start new. My children are just as strong as me, I bet. If you're fierce, I can only imagine how fierce they are. I had to help my daughter. You never have to apologize for helping your daughter. Forgive, but like Z said, let those people go. Yeah. And maybe you still run into them, or it doesn't matter, right? But you don't have to have the same attachment as you did before. If it doesn't feel safe to you, that's fine too. You can still make peace. Even if the people who had hurt me in the past, I still send them love and compassion. I wish them all the best. And in those moments, that's how you know, sometimes you build your strength like that too, and that's okay. Certain people I didn't do that. Some people I just walked away, and other people I said to them as they're screaming at me because it was like, this is not healthy. And when they're done, it's like, you know, I send you all the love and compassion, but this is done. I wish you all the happiness, and I give it to spirit. I got to let it go. I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. You are right. You got this. You will. I understand that feeling. Unless someone has been houseless before, they will never understand. Ever. And never take advice from anybody who hasn't been houseless and can feel that emotion that you felt. People don't understand. They don't understand. Unless you've hit rock bottom that way, they will not understand that it's a different type of survival that you shift into. And when you go through the healing to get out of it, it sticks with you for so long. And even now in my life, like I haven't been houseless in a bit, but it's like sometimes if I'm in a certain situation, I will get triggered. I will get so triggered and just come right out of like I don't feel safe. Like I'm panicking. I don't feel safe. Like I'm having an anxiety attack. It's the same thing if like someone touches me the wrong way because of my past. So it's like you got to give yourself some grace, but you know do your best. Is that's all you can really do is do your best, and with time it lets go. And sometimes when I would be going around and I could feel my mind like maybe getting a little bit resentful or thinking about them, I would literally, if I could, when I was in a safe place, I would just close my eyes because I know you pray. That's why I'm sharing this. I would close my eyes and I would say, God, I no longer want this anymore, and I give it to you. I don't want it, and I would pray whatever prayer would come to mind, whichever one. Sometimes it was an Our Father, sometimes it was the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And I would just pray it, or I would sing, and every time I did that, it would switch my energy out of like focusing on something and like shift it into I surrender, I surrender, I surrender, I give it to you, I give it to you, I give it to you. I'm done with that. And I would I would literally do my hands like this, and I'm like, I let it go. And because I have other practices, I would also say my protection spell around me. I would cut the cords and I would shield myself again. And I would call my energy back, and then I would keep going. Like if I had to pull over on the side of the road for 10, 15 minutes, I would do that because I was worth that time. Even if I was going to an appointment and I was 30 minutes late and I had to pull over 3 times, like I'd be like, nope, I'm still worth it. I'm still worth it. It's okay. We're all healing as family. I told my kids that we only have each other's. Now they finally see what I always told them. Yeah, you have, yeah, you stick with, whatever feels good to you. And also, don't be afraid to build community with other people, because there are people out here who are safe. Uh, because like you also don't want to instill in them the same type of fear or resentment or ties to the past that you have. Not saying that you are doing that, but be mindful of that. In how many ways can this become a complete disaster over objective nature? What do you mean, in what sense? Hi, Victoria. Absolutely, yes. Same. The old me is dying and I'm going through all the memories again. Yeah, release it. It's time, right? Sometimes when if they continue to loop backwards, it's because they're ready to be released, but there's something there tethering you to it. I've been houseless and it's fucked up. It is, it is, but it's such a good lesson. It's like I wish it on nobody. And I also have found so much peace and grace and happiness within it, because I know that I can face anything. I know that I will always make it out. I know that I'm always going to be okay. I know that I can create the life that I wanted because I've created it. And I know that God is looking out for me, even though I had those hard times. Like it's like the mindset that I got out of it was so powerful. Not everybody does that. But like when you can shift out of it, it's like it ends up, it's like you see the world so differently. And it's like, as an activist, I know what it's like for people, and so I am inherently drawn to helping people, just like many of you. It does stick with you, but you yeah, it gives you grit. It's a different type of grit. Yeah, it's a different type of, like, I'm willing to fight, like, especially if you make it out of it, it's like I'm willing to fight tooth and nail. That's how I felt. I was like, oh, hell no. And then you know what I mean? You get this energy in you that's like, I don't even know. And for me, it was very ancestral as well. And I just like invoked everything I could and I just fought tooth and nail. My daughter, who didn't from the sky train, just turned 19. Oh, yay, happy birthday. She got arrested and cops hurt her bad in Terrace. Oh no. Yeah, it's normal. With what you've experienced, and you're a person of color, right? My son turned 20 on the same day. Ah, good. I'm glad. That's a beautiful thing. Keep alchemizing so you don't cause too much trauma, and let them also, experience certain things, right? It's a great lesson. That was God's way of teaching us to be grateful for everything and everyone we have. Absolutely. Absolutely. And also it's kind of like you realize how much you don't actually need to be happy. It totally is. Oh, I hope they have a speedy recovery. I didn't see that. So sorry to hear that. We're indigenous. Ah, me too. Where from? My grandma's side was more Oklahoma, Chickasaw, Choctaw. I love how sweet you're all being to each other. Chinese Foundation. Where is that? I'm not good with not very good at remembering the map. We need to have a new map. What we need to have. I never grew up there. Ah, okay. I'm the black sheep of the family. We all have that page in our life. I feel like There's someone. Let me see. There's someone who's supposed to message, but they haven't yet. Oh well. By Prince George BC. I need to get like an actual map, you know what I mean? Not this new age junk. Peter, I'm still reflecting on what you're saying. In how many ways can this become a complete disaster over objective nature? I guess it depends on the decision, right? When you say everything at the same time, do you mean like pertaining to healing or just experiencing life? I'm so curious. Kind of black sheep. We definitely are with similar experiences. Look at that. We have our own herd. We live in Vancouver. Ah, Vancouver, Washington. My daughter went back to visit with her eldest sister. Ah, what's the weather like in Vancouver right now? Super cold. Is it super cold? I want to go to cold weather. Lightweight, a little bit. I get a little stir bananas. Ah, as in Canada. I don't know why I read that so wrong. I just thought Vancouver, Washington, even though you said BC like a million times. I must be in denial. My friend is going to Canada next month. Visa business. How is Canada these days? Is it cold here? It must be very cold. It's October. Very cold compared to here. I'm assuming. Nope, not cold. It's beautiful here today. Ah, describe beautiful. What's the temperature? I want it to be cold. Not for you, but just in my mind. Like cognitive dissonance versus confused dissonance. Did you make that yourself? Peter, that's the funniest thing I think I've heard. I mean, you will manifest what you think about. So if you stay that way, if you stay quite confused, you will manifest everything into confusion and it will become quite the disaster. You're funny. One day I'm going to meet you in person. Oh, what? I need to do some live events. Who wants to come to Mexico? I mean, technically, I have VIP days for other clients. Who knows? Maybe I'll run into you in Canada. I haven't been there in a while. Maybe it's time. Hi there. I like To Music by Sia. I love Sia. What's your favorite song? Wait, Carrie Lee, what's the temperature? 13, 13. What is it? I never remember the conversion. Unless you're saying 13 is something else. Somebody help. I have a, what is it, 50 something? 50 added? It has to be. Canada should be on the trip list. I know. Wait, let me grab it. My affirmation just changed to I forgive myself for my past mistakes. Let me go to the list. That's my grocery list. Oh, where did I put it? Hold on. I'm gonna have to just put it over here for now. I put it. Don't you love when you're like, I'm gonna put this in a safe space and I'm gonna remember it? Nah, bud, never happened. It's somewhere now. I can't remember. I typed it out and everything. Grand tour. Z School for the Gifted on the road. Canada. Maple syrup and all the things. But on a warmer season. I want to go to one of your shows. Lots of people have been asking me what's the dealio with my shows. Where is this headed? Yeah, that would be so fun. I actually might do a fun free one soon. Cellophane. Me too. Cellophane. Me. It's a wadi. I've never been anywhere. I'm glad everybody would come to Mexico. I've never been anywhere, but how do you say that? Is it Tulali or Tulalip? 13 degrees. Okay. I'm no longer holding on to smoking cigarettes. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a very, very good one. Reclaim your health. We were just talking about how I forgive myself for my past mistakes. Absolutely. Ashe, 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 ashe. Ever. 13 degrees is kind of brick. It does sound like New York. It's still warm here. Sounds so New York. Tulalip. Did I get it? It does sound cold. My friend who's going, she's like, all I have is summer clothes. All I have is bikinis. I don't know, buy a parka and wear that shit all week. I was like, what do you want me to do about it? I don't care. I was like, well, then you better go out there and be in your bathing suit and hope some attractive man buys you some clothes. She's cracking me up. She's like, we have to go. I think she's taking her daughter to do something. I don't remember what it was. I was like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I was like, it's cold. You'll be fine. If that is warm, then I know it gets in the negative easy. What do you mean by saying brick? I don't get it. Okay, thank you for confirming. Snow tomorrow. Ooh, what's the temperature where you are, Peter? Where are you at again? Temperature for me at the moment, if anybody cares, is everybody can drop their temperature. This is what happens when these chats end up changing. It is 80 degrees and it's going to get to a low tonight of 72. It's going to stay that way until the rising. Summer nights. It's basically the vibes all day. It means it's really freezing cold. Well, where are you at? 2 degrees Celsius? Eat. Yeah. Wait, I need to take these earphones out. The sound is fine. There we go.
Oi. My head hurts. I think I need to eat something. I have to go in a little bit because to head out. I'm going to get into trouble. Just kidding. No, I'm going to be good. 53 in Georgia. Georgia. I love that photo, by the way, Zawadi. 53. Yeah. Still like 20 degrees warmer than I miss like having my warm sweaters, and I've talked about this every single time. Hot drinks, and I'm just such a winter little alien. I love it so much. Like my heart just feels like, yay. Like I had to go to the store today and they had some wool socks and I was like, I want those so bad. But I know I'm going to have to blast the AC again and waste electricity in order to wear them. And that ain't worth it. Or I don't know, someone just gonna have to go to the snow and manifest it. I'm going to someone take me to the freaking snow. My birthday's coming, kind of. Not until December, but I started talking about it in September, but I was being polite to everybody. Of course. Who else's birthday is in the winter? Anybody's? Tell me your birthdays. When's everybody's birthday? When's everybody's birthday? Elle just had her birthday. Happy Scorpio. Tell me your birthdays, because I don't remember all of them. Anybody in December? Anybody else sharing a December birthday? Or a birthday coming up? Or you can just tell me your birthday. I want to know. I'm over this delay. I feel like I have to like wait forever. It's so long. It is Jeremy's birthday today. Everybody, you know Jeremy. Everybody, you know Jeremy. 2 weeks. Your birthday's in 2 weeks? Hold on, I literally have to look at the calendar. So, second week of November? It's rainy, dark, and cloudy here too. Perfect riding weather. When it's not cloudy, like when it's not cloudy, I feel my energy can't write sometimes because I'm like, ding, and I need to be like a tortured artist, Edgar Allan Poe energy. Like that's my best writing energy. Otherwise, I just have to paint because I'm like right now the sun's down. I'm like, maybe. It's weird when I pause, you pause. It's December 3rd. Hey, wouldn't that be funny if we had the same birthday? That would be creepy. That would be fucking weird. May 9th. I didn't read that right. 19th. Taurus. 2 weeks. I can't believe that. 2 weeks. That's so soon. Peter, what are you going to do for your birthday? I love birthdays. Hi, Jamila. I had a dream of my ancestors bringing me to a naming ceremony. I could see all of them in their regalias. That's beautiful. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Yeah. Too bad Jeremy said he wanted to go live and all the things, but I don't know where Jeremy is. We'll see. Maybe he decided to sleep and eat pizza today. I hope he did. Or he's live. I don't think he's live. I would have seen it. Yeah, chill out and have a nibble. Exactly. That's just, I'm like, when he was like, oh, want to go live with me? I was like, Jeremy, should you? Maybe you should eat some pizza. He loves pizza. That's my friend's birthday too, also. Hey, Jamila. What's with all these different birthdays? Jamila, when's your birthday again? When's your birthday? August 12th. Damn. Trying to see who else is. So it's me, Peter. Anybody else in here? Anybody else coming up soon? Peter, what are you going to do to celebrate your birthday? What should Peter do to celebrate their birthday? What should Peter do? Everybody, what should Peter do to, knowing Peter, like, because you know him so well from the few times that he's been here, or they've been here, sorry. What should Peter do for their birthday? Leo with the Scorpio rising. The Scorpio rising, no wonder. I forgive you. Peter should dance salsa. Ooh, Peter. Peter, are you going to dance salsa? Hold on, I want to turn these lights up real quick. Oi. No. Stay. Okay. It's getting a little dark in here. Because it gave so much light. Z. No wonder how in the spiritual realm you are. The way you navigated Scorpio rising makes so much sense. Just change your whole name. Unforgivable. Oh, I love this. Salsa with Dippy. Peter, no, you have to go dancing. Are you going to go dance? Peter, you have to dance. Ideala suggested. Ideala was the only one that suggested, so you have to take that one suggestion. I forgive you. Wait, this whole conversation. Y'all are acting like family, and I just love to see it. When's your birthday? Oh, Kev said it. December 3rd. December 3rd. What should I do for my birthday? Trouble. My son's 13th birthday is on December 22nd. Aww. Yay, December babies. My aunt who passed away was the 2nd. I'm the 3rd. My grandma who passed away was, one of my grandmas was the 6th. My other sister is the 18th. Ooh, go to karaoke and dance? Fun. Skydiving? Oh my gosh, my friend was just asking me about skydiving. And we were like, fate, right? Either we're all in or we're all out. Good fun trouble. Is that the idea, Jamilo? Is that your suggestion? Just as long as it's good, fun, and trouble? All my siblings but one are August Leos. That's funny. That's kind of funny. So much attitude. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. It'll be a surprise. I usually go to the snow or something like that, but life feels different right now. So I don't know what's going to happen between now and my birthday. So I'm like, I feel like, who knows? Oh my God, you gotta wait, wait. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Jamila? Yes, the Pride Lands. Did you ever go to the Frida Kahlo Museum? No. Every time I try to go, like something, I get detoured. I'll try again and see what happens. My twin. Oh, you have a twin? Ooh, spooky. My twin's birthday is on the 7th of August, and my eldest daughter is on the 15th. Wow. Frida Kahlo is on the list. Yeah. I love Frida Kahlo. I always have since I was little, and I didn't realize I had. Like, I didn't know who it was for the longest time, but I had a lot of Frida Kahlo notebooks. And then it wasn't until maybe high school that I realized who Frida Kahlo was. And I was like, why am I so obsessed with you? I'm talking to you. That's what you got to do on your birthday. Wait, oh my gosh, you got to. Oh! I thought it said, shut up. I was like, shut my mouth on my birthday. I don't know what kind of trouble I'm gonna get in. I'm debating because I feel like I'm like many of you. I'm also kind of in that energy of like, do I want to get into trouble by myself? You know, just solo dolo out in the world and just be buck, or like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I'm so curious about her energy. Whose energy? Oh, Frida Kahlo. Yeah, Frida Kahlo has really cool energy. Skydiving can be dangerous if you miss the swimming pool. They do so much skydiving here, and like parasailing. They'll like, that's what I love about Mexico. Like, we'll just be sitting, like the beach will be super busy, and the people who are, I think, yeah, parasailing, they just land like right next to you. Like, they're so good at it. They just, like, I feel like in the States, people are like, oh, we need these long, like, things to land and all this stuff. And they still fucking hit cars. And I'm like, well, over here in Mexico, they literally just landed next to me, like sunbathing. And then they just back up their stuff and walk off the beach. And I'm like, well, that was great. I loved it. That was, you just done for the day. Shake your culo for the ancestors. That sounds like so much fun. Culo. I'm in the city to do that too. If I really wanted to do that, if I wanted to stay here, the city has such a big party scene. If I really want, I was like, I haven't partied in a long time. I'm determined on one of these places because they have these dancers, right? And I'm like, oh, your dancers are weak. I was like, guys should just dress up. I'm determined to get on that stage with those poles. Like, I'm gonna talk them. I'm gonna like talk them into it. Maybe my birthday's the time. Then they'll pay me. Absolutely, I do everything by myself. I go dancing in the streets with strangers. I get them to sing with me. That's the best. Oops, skip some. Maracas. They are the party. I used to hate people, but now I love everyone, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I totally get that. Everyone needs a Shay in their life. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to Canada. Just kidding. Yeah, see? I think that's what we're going to do. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anytime I try and plan something, it doesn't always go the way Spirit wants it to go. So we'll see. I'm turning the big 3-6 this year. We have to dance like no one's watching because we will get judged, good or bad. I always dance like that. I'm 10,000% in for that. I think everybody should dance however they want to dance because it's so much freaking fun. I completely agree. The music video that is coming out for The Stars and Me, it's not going to be what you expect. My goal for that video was 90s 8-year-old version of Z. That's the recording. It's great. It's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and I love it so much. Looking like 26. Thank you. Someone said I looked like I was in my 40s. I was like, you know, whatever. I appreciate it, Jamila. We're not going to see them tomorrow anyway. And besides, we have to accept ourselves for who we are. 100%. Loves it. Will there be stars? I mean, I'm the star of the video. Is that what you mean? Anxiety. 100%. 40 where? I don't know. Maybe my elbow. There's always stars. Son. I understand my mission, and that's to spread love and not hate. I'm glad you understand that. I knew I liked you. I'm glad you're in Canada. Period. Just saying. A melanin 40 maybe, but nah. I was like, I don't think I look 40, but I don't know what 40 looks like these days. I don't be staring at other people, but I definitely feel like I'm in my 20s. That's why I feel physically. I act like I'm in my 20s. No, I don't. Sometimes. It depends on the day. Like, what does that even mean? It doesn't matter. I'm not even going to go there. I act however I want to act that day. Spread love. I love it. The stars in your elbow. Anybody? I am lagging bad, I think. Where are you at? Kevin, are you out in the universe? Yeah. I'm 40 something and no one believes me, so I don't say. Black don't crack. I firmly stand behind it. Someone the other day, no, I'm not going to say it. I don't need to go down that path. I am now here to spread happiness and joy because the world needs it right now. The world does need a lot of joy and happiness. It does. It needs a lot of inspiration. It needs a lot of artists and activists here to help. Like all of you, like myself. It needs people holding space so that other folks can go out and live their best life. So people remember that joy exists. That it's possible to also do the healing at the same time. There's chaos sometimes. I'm 40 something too. No, not me. I was reading. I already spilled the beans. I want beans. I had beans the other day. They were in my stomach so bad. I don't need a lot of beans. I do need to eat a snack though before I go. What time is it? Or I've got a little bit of time. I've got a little bit of time. I thought that was a fucking bug. Did you see that? Look. It's a lemon seed. I made some agua fresca. There was a seed in there, and I just scared myself because I thought it was a fly. Not really scared myself, but you know what I mean. I was like, oh no, not down that. I try to save flies as much as I can. Actually, I'm 2 years shy of turning 50. What? Happy almost 50 birthday. Say it, say it, say it. No. I'll have to save it for an after hour. I feel like it might give me bad karma. Oops. I saw a video by Alice Walker talking about how you just find peace in all of this and be you. I can accept that. I love that. Yeah. There's so much peace in it because you don't have to worry. Like, I was talking to someone. Who was I talking to? Who cares? And I mentioned this a little bit the other day of you know, when you're not being yourself, not only are you not happy, but you're also in a way manipulating others because they don't know who you are. They don't know who you are. And so if you're like intentionally sometimes not showing who you are, it's still a way of controlling the situation. And you might as well just be yourself so people can accept you. And then the only thing you have to worry about is nothing. The only thing you have to worry about is deciding whether or not you want to keep them in your circle, and that's pretty much it. The dinosaur's head almost died out when I was born, Peter. Land Before Time style. I see you saying that my soul and spirit is forever 28. Preach. How has your day been so far, Z? It's been fucking weird. It's been so weird. Sometimes, like, spirit, I sometimes get it together. Sometimes, literally, I wake up and I didn't think I was the type of person to say this, but I feel like literally filled with the Holy Spirit. And today was one of those days. Like, I woke up and I was like, and then I started getting all these visions. And then I was like, you want me to do what? And then these ancestors started talking. And a couple of weeks ago, I heard this message go by, but I didn't really think about it because, like, I'm a seer. And it's like, if you think about all the things that you see at one time about the world and people's lives and your own life, it's like, when am I ever going to look at the flower, you know? And so I had heard, you're going to be like changing around your space and like doing all this stuff. And I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, bye. I was like, when it's time, oh, it just got dark. I hate when it goes to the nighttime thing. It was like when it's, or I said, when it's time, I'm sure you'll tell me or something like that. And today was that day. And I literally was filled with Holy Spirit. And I went around and I refeng shuied my entire space. I cleaned every fucking corner. I cleaned every corner. It was like, and was like dragging stuff around the floor. I'm sure my neighbor's so mad. Like pushing my bed, but it's fucking great. I love it now. And I also set up my art studio outside. I did so many things, and I went on an adventure, and then I went to the cafe, and then I had some calls, and then I just like hoped that I could just keep going in this flow. And then I accidentally missed a call. That was an accident. There's something up with my system, which gave me a reminder, which is why I'm changing. Yeah, it was just such an adventurous day. I appreciate you asking. And then I also did a little bit of shopping. I had to pick up a few things, and then I talked to my friend. I gave her some diet advice, and I talked to someone else about their dating life. And I made plans to go to movies all day. And then I clippity clopped around in my shoes, and then was like, fuck, I have so many things to do. So then I got back to editing and content and all this stuff. And now I'm here. And then now I'm gonna like in a little bit eat some food, and then I'm gonna go to bachata. And we'll see what happens. We'll see who's there, who can handle all this. The Holy Spirit in me today. I feel like very rambunctious today. Like I feel like my energy is like poof, 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 pulsing. And I got these cute new jeans, and I feel like they look really cute on me. I can show you in a second if you're interested. Ideala, how are y'all doing? Thanks for asking. Long story short, filled with the Holy Spirit, did a bunch of weird shit, went with the flow. Now I'm here. I feel like I'm in my 20s. Right, the awakening made me feel so much younger than I am. Of course, you get rid of all that trauma and everything weighing you down. The dinosaur has been gone. I found a little girl in me who is now healing. Oh, she's free and living life the way she wants to. I can't wait to get those messages and see what they have to show me. I've been having more intuitive signs lately. I had a thought about my nephew's girlfriend crashing her car, and I was like, not. Then yesterday they told me she crashed her car. Oh no. Yeah, the veil is thin right now. Gifts are expanding. I've had visions, but it doesn't last long. My sister has had that ability. It's bananas. I've never in my life felt the freedom that I feel right now, even though these spiritual attacks may form, it will never prosper. I love that my daughters are gifted as well, but they're all going through a lot. I'm learning. Life is learning. Hi, Christine. How are you? Where you been? Yes, I love the feeling of the Holy Spirit when it comes into the room. That's how I feel. I was like, what is happening to me today? I love it. Thanks for sharing. Happy to share with you. Yeah, it's been a weird day, but I loved it. I loved every single second of it. Shout out to the Holy Spirit. Yes. Shout out to the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, activate. Exactly. Like, what is it? Thundercats. There we go. I can't hear you singing right now, but I'm not tapping into anybody's energy because I like to shield my energy before I go live. I just started that feng shui rearrangement of my room yesterday. Kev. How have y'all's day been? I'm gonna stay on for like maybe another 10 minutes and I'm gonna head out. How's your day been? Yeah, everybody, the gifts right now are woo! That's how I feel. I'm like, what is happening? I go to sleep and it's like, what? And then it's just like, I'm actively piecing it together and seeing it and doing all the things, and I'm writing it down, and then something happens, and then I'll just be like, tell me when it's time, and I'll close my book, and then it'll fall off my shelf because someone pushed it over, and it opens to the page. That's gonna happen. All these things. I'm like, this is just a lot. And it's just like, and I love it so much. Hold on. I hear the Holy Spirit activate song. Nothing too crazy, and now I'm here with y'all. Nothing too crazy. How's your rest been? It's going to get stronger. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I welcome it. Do it. You welcome it? Get ready. I thought of Captain Planet. I do love, yeah, Captain Planet too. I was more of a Thundercats vibe. I did love Captain Planet, but I also love Thundercats. Love Thundercats. Does anybody not know Thundercats? It's been good. My drum came in today. Yes. So I was going around the house hitting the drum and went into a bit of a trance, but then I was like, wait, yeah, I have to go to the gym before there's too many people. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I love that you got a drum. What kind of drum? I got to sleep at my sister's bed again last night, and she has this dream cloud mattress. But my nephew had a hand touching me all night like this. You know how sometimes little kids will do that? Their arm kind of hangs off. Or were they literally like, sometimes it's a foot. Thunder, 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 cats. Oh, exactly. Yes, please, all day. That was my vibe. Thundercats. Thundercats. Speed Racer. So many good ones. Just like that. I was like, are you doing Reiki in your sleep? Yeah. Aww. They're so cute. Thundercats is soap today. It's been great. Just shredding old paper and throwing away a lot of old stuff. Oh, good. Yeah, get rid of paper. Paper is not good for, lots of paper is not good for money frequency. Same with images and things like that. Make sure you go through your stuff again. It's that time. Yeah, congrats. Thundercats. Tunda. Oh, Dunda Bunda. Thunder from Down Under. That's a different show. Has anybody ever been to one? In Vegas? Or if they've toured? It's funny to see how addicted people get to the dancers. It's definitely funny. It like changes our whole life. I don't know the official name. It's just like a single flat drum, like a shamanic drum, like one you can hold in the back like this. You're a very visual person, so I feel like that helps. You got to play something magical on it, yeah. If you come to school on Thursday, you can open for us. Okay, that's what I figured, because that's what I see, but just wanted to make sure. Especially because you're going into trance. Yeah, be careful with that drum. You open up different frequencies in that house. Make sure you cleanse it, cleanse your space. Or you bless the space with the drum. That's so great. I love that you have a drum. I was gifted a sacred gem from my late father's sister. Oh, that's beautiful. Not again. Oh, it's going to keep happening to you because it's part of your journey. This is your entire life, okay? You think a shamanic drum, like you think you feel called to a shamanic drum because you're not supposed to journey? Idiola. That's what it's made for. You're welcome to send me a message if you have questions before you purchase. But I love how open you are to it. But yeah, just get ready. This is just the beginning. You already know it. Don't just have awoken her. I wish all of you can hear when I drum and sing throughout the city. Oh, I miss my drums. I haven't really called to them in a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to have drums for a little while. It doesn't feel like it. My instrument now is my guitar. Horizontal bongo. I like to air drum, so people know. Where's my plug? Y'all are funny. Y'all make me laugh. You will know me once God reveals me to the world. Don't say I didn't say anything here. Yeah. He's getting my stage ready. It's already out in the universe. It already exists. So true. Keep manifesting it. Okay, I'm gonna get going in 2 minutes so I can eat something before I head out. Everybody get into trouble tonight. Just kidding. We're funny because you're funny, Z. What? Oh my gosh, thank you for this is confirmation. Okay, one more minute. We are such a funny bunch of bananas. I love it so much. I love that we can all get together and laugh at ourselves, heal, grow, say inappropriate things, get it all out, be real, talk about cartoons and music and things that need to be talked about. These are important things. Thank you for the laughter and love. Absolutely. I have to go. Everybody's welcome to come to school tomorrow. We're going over candle magic again and spell writing, and I'm going to teach you how to do petition writing. So make sure you bring a candle, brown paper, and a lead pencil. I needed this. I don't have friends. You have friends now. Very important things. Yes. E, all of the above. I don't know why we're all so funny. What? Hilarious. I just have my kids and grandchildren. Thank you. Have a great evening. You bet. Okay, I'm going to go, everybody. I'm going to eat. I'm going to bachata, and I'm going to caress. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to caress a man. Oh, I thought that was so funny. I'm not going to do that. If I do it, you'll know about it in Substack. Because that's where I write my deepest, darkest secrets. I don't write all of them, but I write some of them. Enjoy it. Make sure you go read it if you haven't already. Of course, happy to help. Happy to help. Happy to help. We gotta be the neural spicy gifted. Of course, we're the best. Caress. Yes, I'm going to go and be like, hello, my name is C. Or no, I should go and be like, hello, my name is Frida. I mean, Frida had a lover. Let me get on this. I'm going to go live my best Frida life. Happy Halloween. Happy Dia de los Muertos. Bye, everybody. Santa Trumbull. Very Frida. She had many lovers. Oh, she had many? I need to look this. Should I? Yeah, I'm getting excited. This is a new chapter in the book. Spill the beans. It's all real. I'm going manic because I'm getting excited about what you're telling me right now. Ta-ta for now. Jumpe resonates with my soul. Okay, I'm really going to go because I will literally sit here for the longest time because I can't stop laughing and I need to contain it. And I'm going to go. I'm sending you lots of love. I will see you tomorrow afternoon because I will be live again. Okay, everybody, I love you. Goodbye.